Thursday in Tryon, North Carolina, and we made an important decision a little while ago. The decision was where to be snowed in. You see, the different weather forecasts for the different areas are that we may get 3 to 5 inches of snow in Simpsonville, Greenville area, and we may get 3 to 5 inches in Tryon, North Carolina. And we decided that since we still had some unfinished business with the garage that we're building, that if we're going to get snowed in, we might as well get snowed in here and Tryon. So hopefully we made the right decision. They're not forecasting any high winds or any ice, and so as long as we have power, we'll stay very comfortable. If we lose power, we'll be dependent upon our gas logs and our fireplaces, but nevertheless, we decided that we would elect to get snowed in here on the mountain if we're going to get snowed in. Interesting passage of scripture is found in Genesis chapter 6, verse 8 says, Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And you might say, well, you know, that really is quite incredible because God wiped out everybody else except Noah. No, what's incredible is grace. You see, it doesn't say Noah was a perfect, righteous man. It says Noah was righteous in his day amongst the people in which he lived. If you read about the people that he lived with or lived around, they were anything but righteous. So Noah wasn't worthy of God's grace. Nobody's worthy of God's grace. But Noah found God's grace. And we found God's grace if you've trusted in Jesus as your Savior. You have unmerited favor. That is, nothing you did caused you to deserve it. There's a lot of people today that are being blessed, and they think they're being blessed because of their righteousness or because of their sacrifice for the Lord. That's a really bad thought, because that's not at all what happens. As a matter of fact, some of the people who sacrifice the most and who are most righteous get less grace than some of us that are not as perfect. I think it's important for us to remember grace is just that. It's God's riches at Christ's expense, not at ours. It's God's riches because we didn't deserve it that makes it so incredible. We're all unworthy of His grace. We're all unworthy of His love. It is grace. Grace upon grace. I had a lengthy phone call with a very dear friend. And in many ways, I had such feelings of hurt and pain for this friend. For I fear that a lot of the pain that he's feeling is because of somebody else's pride, ego, jealousy, inability to understand how Jesus taught us to try to be peacemakers, try to go more than halfway. And yet there's nothing I can do except pray. Pray that God's grace would take stubbornness of some of the people that my friend is trying to deal with, some of his own, and that He would bring back grace into the lives of all of the people being affected. Nobody's perfect. And yet some people still have a lot to learn about being peacemakers and trying to undo misunderstandings. Ministry is about being a peacemaker, trying to reconcile people to other people, and even reconciling yourself to people. Grace, we don't deserve it. but we need to give it. We need to give some unmerited favor to one another. Hope you'll think about that as you deal with people. It's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.